Okay, guys, so this graphic designer funnel I'll be going over today is from Instagram to website. So I am going to go through this as a consumer. Okay. But since this is what I do, I'll also be giving you tips on what needs to change, as well as just my opinions on how we can make this better and easier. Okay. So the first thing that I want to note, just looking off the bat, first thing I want to note is that this is a graphic designer, right? Not an agency. And so the first thing I'd like to say is that I don't know who this person is, right? So I don't know if it's a girl, if it's a guy. I'm assuming a girl from the pinks, but it could be a guy still. I mean, there's nothing wrong with guys liking pink. There's a lot of redundancy when it comes to the bio. So we're looking at this name Vo a lot. We're also looking at graphic designer, brand designer multiple times, powerful branding, brand specialist, graphic designers. It's a lot of redundancy here. This is a lot of wasted space, in my opinion. This could all be explaining what it is you do, who you do it for, and why, and how quick you could get it done. I mean, whatever your offer is, this should be some type of call to action, not the redundant things over and over again, right? So that's the first thing that I want to mention for the bio. We're not getting into, optimizing an Instagram profile on this training. I'm just letting you know what I see, okay? The second thing I want to note is that the profile pic is a pic of your logo. Now, while you are a company, you are a designer, which means you are one person. Okay, so right now you do not necessarily have to have a logo as your brand. In fact, your logo should be not the brand. It should be you. It should be who you are. Because at the end of the day, if I wanted to create a company called Vo Creations 2, I could just copy all this and copy your work, and now you are no longer needed. You're replaced, right? So I'm just showing that as an example of why it's very important to make sure that you're staying unique in the market. And truly the only way to stay unique is by putting your face to camera. Okay? Not being so robotic online. Otherwise, yes, you fall to prey to competitors as a graphic designer. Okay? So let's scroll down a little bit. Okay. I do see that you have some cute highlights. That's good. It's good to show your work. It's good to show tips. Let's see what the tips are. Okay, so they're not even your tips, right? They're tips that you thought were good. So we want to adjust that. This is good. Why you need more than one logo made. And that's also good. Okay. So let's scroll down a little bit into this. So what I'm seeing is a lot of portfolio stuff. Okay. This is good here. Different ways to use your logo. So you're showing me that I can use it with company apparel, promotional items. That's good for education. However, it's like you're showing mostly portfolio and rarely education. So, here's another education, which is great. Here's the thing I want to mention, okay, with this, okay? You want to post what your potential clients want to look at. So the thing is right here is when you have mostly portfolio, what I have found is that you tend to attract graphic designers, not your ideal audience, your ideal client who's going to pay you money. So if you're not at the dream number that you want to be at, this may be a reason why. Let's take a look at your reels. Okay, we've got some reels here, which is good. We just want to keep going with the reels, okay? You don't want it to be just like one reel here and one reel there. this is cool. This is cool. However, what I will say is it's redundant because you've been showing this off in your portfolio right now. Your portfolio, which is your Instagram, which really shouldn't be what your Instagram is, right? Your Instagram is a marketing tool. And so you don't market your portfolio. You need to market your knowledge and what you know and what makes you different and how you can help them. You market the ideal client and what's hurting them and what can help them and how you can help them. And that's how you're going to then start getting people who not just follow you, but also pay for your services. Okay. We'll check this one out here really quickly. Again, it's kind of like a watch me work kind of a thing. That's okay. Do that once in a while. But again, there's got to be more. Okay. More. Yeah. See, like if I'm looking at this as a consumer, I'm not really thinking much. I'm just thinking, yeah, that's a logo. I saw that on the portfolio page, right? It's not really about you. I'm not able to find out much about you, or if I like you even, right? Okay, nothing tagged. All right. So this is good. So this funnel is what we call Instagram to website. So basically, let's see if you have some call to actions in your latest post to see if you're telling me, yes, you do. Good. You're telling me to go to your website. Okay. So that's the first thing is you always want to call to action at the end of every post to make sure somebody knows what to do next. Okay. So I'm going to follow your cue and I'm going to go to your website. All right. So let's check this out. All right, your promise, the process, that's cool. Are we a good fit? Well, how do I know if we're a good fit? Is it just that we look at your work? Or what is it about you that makes you a good fit for me? And who am I? Number one, I can't figure out who you help. Do you help, is it beauty, just beauty? Or, because I saw a car rental place, and then energy. So do you just like help everybody? Because if that's the case, I might be looking for something specific, somebody who knows my business better, right? Like let's say I'm in hair, okay? If I'm seeing all sorts of, diner logos and car flyers and things that don't really go with what I offer, maybe there's not a connection there. I don't know if you can give me what I'm looking for because truly I need help. At the end of the day, I need help with my sales, and I need to know that what you're going to design for me isn't just something that I could get on a cheap website like Fiverr, right? Or go find somebody random on Upwork. I want to know that you can help me. And how is it that I figure that out? It's because it's the way that you talk to me. It's the pain points that you're pushing out at me, right? And unfortunately, we don't have any of that yet. So there's a lot of work that has to be done here, okay? This is fine. I'm sure this is going to go into the project. Yes, and that's totally fine. However, this is just images. There's really no... there's no information here about what you did, what was the strategy, what did the person go through. How about testimonials? Do I have any testimonials that I can look at to know if you were easy to work with, or is there a hair client who can kind of give me an idea on if this is the right way to go for me? I'm not seeing it. I'm just seeing applying for you. But why apply for you? Why? Right? Like what are you going to do for me that's different than if I go to Fiverr and buy something for $10? So far, I don't see that. So to me, this is going to be a quick 15-second bounce and they're going to leave. So the question is, how can you create a longer hangout time on your website that person goes and sits down and says, this is cool. This person gets me. Well, one, you got to identify who the heck you're talking to, okay, and who you are planning on working for. Two, you got to tell them, you got to show them that you're their people. You got to show them that you care and that you get them. You get what problems they're having, right? And then three, you've got to create the brand to attract these people and sell. Okay. So, that being said, if this is, if this is the way that you have this set up right now, your funnel, you're definitely going to want to adjust things. You're going to need a strategy. There's no strategy here. So, depending on what you're making, if you want to increase those numbers, you definitely have to focus more on your strategies and your setups. And that will increase your sales. Okay. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it helped. And I will see you on the next one.